My next move is to get my queen off of the d file, and I'm also moving her up to e2 to protect my bishop should that piece ever be attacked by the queen. So that's kind of a double, two reasons for doing that move. This move I don't like. Now he's moving his bishop around a lot. He moved it up here to d7. Now he's moving it back to e8, and this is just a defensive move, really. That, and he doesn't have a lot of offensive moves, so it's kind of almost a wasted move. I think he could probably he could do something better than that. Now my idea here is pretty clear. It looks like black has pretty much committed to a queenside attack, and my idea now is to go for a kingside attack. So now I'm going to start to position my pawns for that. There is one thing though I need to be aware of or leery of, and that's the fact that his queen can move over along this rank and either defend his king or potentially start attacking my king. So I need to do something about that soon. Now he moves his bishop back to d7, so he completely wasted that move. But again, I'm not sure what moves he had that he was willing to take that would have been better, so he's just kind of preparing defensively and hoping that I'll make a bad move here. Now what I'm doing is I'm just moving my bishop over. Actually, this isn't a strategic move as far as attacking with my bishop, but what I'm trying to do is clear out this G file so that I can hopefully move my rooks over later in the game to make an attack on his king here. And I'm obviously going to get my king off that file as well. So that's why I did that. He moves his rook over, not really sure what that's going to do for him, but that's what he chose to do. Now I'm creating a bit of a pawn storm here. I'm getting ready for a final push towards his king, and I'm going to start opening up a lot of these his protected pawns here, and open up this file so I can make a good kingside attack. Now he's moving his pawns down for his queenside attack. This is key right here. Now I'm completely owning the center of the board. As you can see, black has no part of the center, and now I'm not only occupying his center squares, I'm actually starting to threaten squares beyond that. So I have a huge chunk of the center, and he also blocked his own path along this rank to come over and protect his king or attack my king with his pawn. But just in case he moves that pawn out of the way, I'm now preventing his queen from attacking. So his queen is going to be stuck on this side of the board regardless. It's just not ever going to be able to make it over to the king side, his king side, to protect him. So that's a pretty key move there. And it just goes to show benefits of controlling the center of the board. He moves his king down. He's just positioning for more of this queenside attack, but he's still limited because one of his bishops is trapped in by some of his other pieces. His rooks aren't exposed along any open files, so he's got limited attacking moves. Now I move my king out of the way. Now this is nice to see. It's nice to move your king when it's not being threatened. It's just a good strategic move, because now I'm moving it out of the way and I'm allowing my rooks to come over and eventually, or hopefully, occupy the G file. That's at least my intent here. And in the back corner of this board, on the edge of the board here, that's a good place for my king. He's pretty well protected, and if nothing else, he's isolated from a lot of black's pieces, so that's good. Black moves his A pawn up. That's not doing a whole lot for him. Continue to move my pawns. He's moving his rook over. That's still not doing much, but that's part of his queenside attack he's planning out. Now, since my c-pawn's no longer being threatened, I want to get my bishop back down here to this diagonal so that I can help. That can help with my queenside attack. So it's still covering my a-pawn, but now it's also going to be attacking along this diagonal. So that serves a double purpose there. Moves his queen back up to attack the c-pawn that I was formerly protecting, but you know, he would want me to move my bishop back up to protect it again, but I'm going to make progress here. I'm not going to go backwards and retrace the same moves I've already done. So now I just move my queen over. This is great for me because now it protects the c-pawn, and now I'm also attacking on the next diagonal right above my bishop, and that's going right into the heart of his king's territory. He moves his pawn up. He's just trying to prevent the attack that I have brewing here. Now I'm going to initiate an exchange. I move my pawn up here to g5, pretty much forcing him to take it. Now, as you can see, I own that square, or I did own it 3 times, so now I took it with my bishop, which is threatening his bishop, almost forcing him to take it with his bishop, which he does, and now I put my knight out there. So now it's essentially mate in 2 if black makes a bad move here. My queen will go over here to h7, check, so only move f8, and then h8, mate. No, I'm sorry, it wouldn't be mate, but that would still not be a move that he would want to see, so he's going to do something else. He's going to get his king out of the way of an immediate check, which he does.